Alright everybody, how's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing just fine. Hope everybody's fine. Hope you guys had a great week so far. Yesterday I didn't post any videos because I was just broken, just didn't feel well. I was sick, so I was like, alright, I'm not gonna do anything. Today I actually feel a little bit better, rehydrated myself, and we're good to go. So we have to do 6 videos today. No, I'm just kidding. We're gonna do 2 videos, roughly 2 to 3 videos a day today. We're gonna be talking about what I would change in elemental dungeons. Now, this is information that I've gathered around the internet. You know, people been talking lately what is going on. I actually do have some contact with the devs again. I know roughly what's going to happen in the next few updates, and it looks interesting. It looks very promising. It looks really good. If everything that has been planned for update 4 is actually going to happen, you know, flawlessly, I think the game is back on the marker, and I think a lot of people will be playing again. It looks really promising. It looks good. I think update 4 might throw you out of your sandals, everybody. Now, other than that, I will be doing another video on this. I'm going to be asking for some leaks that I can share with you guys. I don't know if it's going to go through or not. We will see that in the end. I do have kind of pain in my stomach. It's a pretty tough pain that I have. But yeah, let's go into the video. So what would I change? The very first thing that I noticed is, if you compare this, like I compare this, I'm always a comparer. I always compare to this and that. I guess that's just the German in me. So I do have to compare this game to things that I already know and things that I've been playing right now. So for me, basically, I compare it a lot to Blox Fruits. Every other person does it as well. It's not necessarily the right thing to do, but it is sort of, you know, when it comes to the looks of the game, I mean, especially the abilities, there are definitely similarities to Blox Fruits. You know, some of the mechanics as well. And the very first thing that I would do, because that's what I noticed after update 2, I noticed that the game kind of got a little bit more laggy. Not laggy, but I don't know, it feels like I have a few frame drops. I didn't necessarily analyze it yet, so I can't really give you like a full-on explanation on what I mean. But when I play Blox Fruits or some other games that are connected to elemental powers, I just feel like the overall smoothness needs to have a little bit of a rework. For some reason, it just doesn't feel as smooth as the game actually used to when I started playing the game. Now, I don't know if this is just an illusion or it's because I've been playing Blox Fruits in between right now to get to max level within like 3 days. I'm like 1,500, so I have about, I'm gonna give myself like a week or something to get max level, because I can't just sit there for 12 hours and play, right? But other than that, I'm gonna tell you that, I don't know, it felt like Elemental Dungeons has lost a little bit of the smoothness to it. I don't know if it's just me, if it's because like I'm playing Elemental Dungeons now and Blox Fruits, it kind of like, I don't know, gives me a little bit of a feeling of that. I'm not sure, but on the other side, I don't know, you tell me in the comment section below, because I am not really sure if that's actually a thing that happened. You always see the thing flash here, because I actually wrote down a few things. So, another thing that I would actually change for the better, if I had the possibilities to do so, is make swords, first of all, stronger, have more abilities for swords, and have more swords. That would be something I would definitely work on, like an entire update. I would make swords so much more interesting. If you, again, compare it to Blox Fruits or some other games out there, some other dungeon crawling games, basically, you will have a much bigger variety of swords. You could actually get that blacksmith that we have in the game and actually make him do something more. Sorry, I have like the hiccups right now, and you see me in gray today. It's so weird. I feel like a prisoner, but anyways, I think swords could be so much more fun. There is a lot of wasted potential. We are on update 4, and we just got like the lightning katana and some other things. It just feels like, you know, even the trident that I got in Atlantis just doesn't seem strong enough. It doesn't seem good enough. It just seems weak, and you don't even need to literally go for these items, and they don't have enough skills. We have the lightning katana. It has 1 Z slash as far as I believe, and that's it. I don't know, it feels like it was a started project, but then it was in the end just abandoned, you know? So, I don't know, I would definitely work on some swords, because I love swordplay in general. It's really cool. You can make something really cool, like a nice, like adding more mechanics to a game is initially better than just like throwing in another element, or, I mean, I guess that's also, you could count this as another mechanic, but working on older mechanics that should, you know, when it comes to dungeon crawling, and in the end, you know, when it comes to that, I think you should yeah, drop in some more swords with more skills. You know, having a sword with like 5 skills would be much cooler instead of like just having one sword and like 2-3 updates with like 1 skill or 2 skills. So, yeah, I would definitely work on making swords still much stronger. Event fighting styles, with swords, you know, different swords. You have like the samurai, we have battle axes, that kind of stuff, and they are like different fighting styles. Now, I don't want to bring this too much into Blox Fruits because I know I play a lot of Blox Fruits currently, but, you know, fighting styles in general would be something to consider. I mean, there is a lot of stuff, you know, everybody copies something from everybody, so having fighting styles in there would be also pretty cool, having like karate and, you know, kung fu, judo, and just make some stuff up. It could be counted as elementals. You could have a dojo in there, a training ground with more dummies. You can practice PvP with other people. So I think there's a lot of potential in making more swords, creating potential fighting styles, and some more elements. So that is something that I would put my focus on as well. And there's another thing that I would actually work on, and that is the open world feeling to it. Right now we have a pretty small map, which I think is quite cool. And in the end, yeah, it is just a dungeon, you know, runner in the end. But I think you could make something more out of it, especially with the ground engine that has been built. I think you could do more with it. I mean, go open world with this thing, you know, have some multiple islands where, you know, people could fight over them like a king of the hill kind of situation in PvP. You have like the main map, right, that where everything is at, and then you have like a little bit of a sea going on or whatever. You can swim there, do whatever you please. I actually like the water mechanics much more in elemental dungeons than I do in Blox Fruits, but that's just me. But yeah, have multiple islands where you could be like a king of the hill, or, you know, have guilds or something fighting at each other. It would keep the game much busier instead of keep rerunning those dungeons. It's just an idea on my side. You tell me if you like them or not. Okay, then of course PvP release. What I would have done was I would have released PvP straight on with the beta. Something I would have immediately dropped it, PvP, you know. So that was just something I would bring into the table, because the idea of it is that you're just gonna have more stuff to do initially and just running dungeons, which was fine in the beginning, but people do initially get bored of it. So I think having PvP in a clan system as early as possible and as soon as possible would be crucial in my thinking, because otherwise you're not gonna keep people there. You will have to keep promoting Roblox, spending money on advertisements and so on to keep getting the people back into the game, because you can see this is statistically proven now that the game dropped from 12 to 13,000 players to 8 to 9,000 players within just one update, and that is bad. That is not good. That is really, really bad. So they have to work on making up for the people with update 4. I don't know if it's actually happening this weekend. I tried to get some information out of it, didn't get any. So anyways, what else did I write down? Arena-style open-world clan guild system with guild points able to upgrade guild houses. That is something I've mentioned in a previous video of mine. I think that would be one of the wisest things if you're gonna go with a full clan PvP system, you know, with a whole thing like that. I think having like a guild point system where you can like upgrade either your own skills or your guild, you know, your guild house and stuff, whatever, that would make the most sense. You could have a leaderboard in there. The leaderboard, they get some cosmetics, I would say. You know, it's an idea. It's something worth thinking about. You can like upgrade your guild, have like a guild house level that you can upgrade with. I mean, these are all just small ideas, but I think they have a gigantic impact on the game. Now, if that's something that is going to happen in the future, I don't know. It's just an idea from our side. I've seen this online. I have this perfume tester thing, and I actually don't like it, but it's quite nice. It's like weird. I don't like it, but I like it. Smells good. I always do that when I have a day of work. I always like put some perfume or something on my hands, and just to have like a different smell, like kind of wakes me up a little bit more. Yeah. And yeah, that is basically what I would change if I would have been there in that chair. But in general, these are things that will probably all come to the game. Not all of them, but they were just ideas that I had that I just quickly written down. There's so many things that I would have probably changed or done something else, but I'm not a developer. I'm not even close to that, not even 1%. So everybody, just telling you, my voice means literally nothing on this. This is just my thoughts that I had on what I would change, you know, in elemental dungeons. I mean, even if it came out or now. So I would love to know what you guys think on that. I would be truly interested in what your ideas are. I've seen some crazy ideas in the suggestions, so write them in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next video. Have a good one.